Just had to take a video. This is some auto body work that has to get done. It's probably more inexpensive than I could afford on a full-time job for a few years. Being that I wouldn't have the time, there's a dent here. You can't even see it in the sun, in the shadow here. But it's like this dent. Maybe cost me a pretty penny. This fender, of course, I don't know if I can change it myself. It'll probably be about $300 or $150 to $300 just for the fender. I don't know. It sounds expensive. I couldn't do it myself. That's for sure. So just pricing this car I got from Uncle Leslie. The hood is also slightly damaged. I only say slightly because the last hood I had on my Honda Civic 93 was fully dented. It was fully mangled and it didn't shut properly. So this is in better condition than that. But that was over 10 years ago. More than 10 years now. Although this is, 2010, 2008, which is about 10 years ago. Once again, 13 if technically. It's in that kind of shape where it's better than the Civic and it's not as upsetting. Oh, I almost fell. So, although these scratches, I don't know anything about buffing or waxing, not even painting or coating. I would like to get these kinds of things fixed. I don't know, I'm 37 years old now, driving a 2010 Mazda3. I don't know how much time I have left to be driving this, but when I hit 40, I'll feel the weathering of my age on this car. It's already started to deteriorate, which is a sad thing because it's such a good car. Although these dents don't look like they're normal, mundane, less than ideal body damage. They're very distracting. I don't like what I'm looking at in the damage, but it's still in excellent condition. There's some more damage down here. Just weathering, some light auto body work can fix. And last but not least, you have this piece of work that would take an actual professional. I guess I can plan on making the modifications, but for the first time, I don't know. I'm just thinking of maybe overseeing the work. This is the condition of the bumper in the back. It doesn't look like it's damaged, but if you look up close, just the scratches could use some work, some paint here. It's just suffering minor damage. The taillights are really nice. I love the taillights on this car. They're very original. I haven't seen a pair of taillights like these on a stock vehicle in the past few years. they stopped making such like highly detailed modifications on stock. I don't know if they make them as much as they used to, but it's just so energizing. It's so rejuvenating to see. It's a beautiful thing, really. This dent here, I don't know where it came from, but it's a pretty bad example of maybe an accident, a light car accident. Another watermark, I guess weathering, and these emboss marks, embezzlements on the car. The rims are in excellent condition. I mean, I do see some light damage, but I'm not picky. When I asked my uncle for this car, I didn't think I would be so conveniently handed down the vehicle. But it's more than an expression that I could never thank him enough for. I didn't really afford the car myself, but if I would have, I would have gotten to work right away. So none of this damage could have taken effect. That's another rim. It's really nice. So none of this damage could have taken effect on how I view the car until who knows when. Until however much time I would spend fixing the car. So maybe, if I do get myself occupied, nobody will find my car, in bad condition. I wouldn't like to see that, but if it happens, I guess it happens, right? What can you do? But yeah, this is the Mazda3, 2010. The registration is all here. I don't want nobody to see my registration. I don't know if I'm going to be showing this video, but I hope not, because I think I already showed some of the registration. It says 2004 four-door DSD, but I already said 2010. Maybe I'm tripping. So it's a 2000. It's not a 2008. It has an 8 here, which I don't know why. But if I put this closer, you can see 2004. Now I can't put it online, so I'm just gonna keep this for personal use. 2004, created on August 18th, or had the registration done on August 18th. Oh, it's expired on August 18th, 2004. And I have to get an inspection by July 2023, this year. I'm due for an inspection. As you can see, this picture is a picture of a few cowboys, maybe from a police department somewhere. Looks pretty dangerous, but I don't know. Police Department, City of New York. This is one of the cars that I've always tried to wonder, where does a piece of work like this come from? And when I had the opportunity, I just thought it might be appropriate, being that I was in the neighborhood and it ended up turning out to be so conveniently placed as a spectacle. And when I applied for it, I didn't get denied, so that counts for something. I just don't know exactly what. I can't put my finger on it, but it's something that's on my mind. I just wanted to take this video to to see what kind of piece of work I've been been responded about. It's a request that I put in, and the request wasn't rejected. So either when it comes down to it, it's very much of a breath of fresh air just seeing that something like this would work out. I'm not sure how you put in an application for such a vehicle, but I applied for it, as opposed to like talking to somebody and speaking to them about a for sale sign. It's just an application that you put in. So I don't know what's the catch exactly. There has to be a catch, right? That's what I'm thinking of. What's the catch? And this tail light, this tail feather, or this tailgate is so equipped. It's a nice vehicle. But I can see everything starting to bump out here. The dent is looking like especially protrusive. And even this side of the car is coming out like the metal. Just taking too much time talking about the video, but it's a beautiful vehicle. I would show inside, but I don't have the key. My parents are holding it from me at the moment. But it's automatic, which I'm all but used to. I would only, I'm capable of driving manual because I never learned. But it's just one of those things. I'm not materially experienced with a manual stick vehicle, but automatic I've been blessed with. So automatic I've always been used to, and that's what I'm happy with. I'm happy with automatic. Manual is a little more skilled. I guess you can do a little more with the manual, like technically. I don't know how, but it's just the intelligence inside the vehicle, because all vehicles have some kind of a mechanical intelligence set aside from even who the driver is, or else they wouldn't be like NASCAR races held all around the world about world-renowned builders and engineers crafting these vehicles and just trying to understand them underneath the hood as well as the driver within them. So it's just one of those things I'm always curious about, why I'm only supposed to drive automatic. But it's just one of those things I'm not upset at. But if I ever had the chance, to see what a manual is capable of materially in the material realm, would be a blessing. Would be like actually it would just be what's the word I'm looking for? It would be a miracle to see that happen. I guess miracle is not the right word either. But yeah, this is the car I've been dreaming about. I don't know how this is gonna work when you apply for a vehicle and you ended up not ducking out on the contract and actually coming through, and what kinds of catches you have to worry about and are entailed within the contract or the application itself. So how do you apply for a vehicle like this? I guess you have to be materially aware of the reality in our world. You have to be an understanding of the nature of a human being, of what you are as a human being. You have to be an understanding of your morals. It's a little more than morals, right? It's just you have to be capable of processing like why you would want a vehicle at that point in time. And once you can like mentally process that, you'll see that this world will open up to you in a variety of different ways. When this opportunity came to me, I kind of seen the chance of making myself a Mazda owner, if that makes sense. And I put the pieces together and ended up getting my uncle's Mazda. So that's how it came together. I hope I'm not inconveniencing him, and I'm always thinking about him. But this is really the car that I was thinking of at the moment, and it ended up in my driveway. Magically ended up in my driveway. So I have to always keep in mind that not everything in life is free, and I also have to think of the catch. What's the catch, right? There has to be something that I'm not thinking of, because I'm not a criminal, so I wouldn't like steal a car. It could be these guys right here, these police officers that are the ones who are warranting people to try to drive their vehicle. And once you can warrant yourself, you'll find they will have your response. And as you can see, they are equipped with firearms, so it's just something to be aware of. I don't know how this is gonna work out for me. Look at this window. This window is so nice. And as you can see, the tailgate here ends up coming up all the way into the back, where the actual station wagon that it is fully covered, so it doesn't have like a trunk. It's just like a tailgate with a compartment in the back. So I'm gonna end the video here. It's been 17 minutes. I just wanted to quickly go over what I should be doing for myself before I reach the age of 40. So it's just this car in general that's gonna get me there. Once it's fully worked on and or restored, I can see if I can keep driving it like in reality. Hopefully I can, because I really like what I'm looking at. But if things end up turning out the wrong way, you never know. I'm hoping to see a resolution to this matter quickly and promptly, but I don't know when. As for now, this has been Brian coming to you once again with another video. Have a nice day. End of March 2023. It is before noon. It's probably 11:30 in the afternoon. Have a nice day.